folks, today on Spark Igniting Minds, we are honored to host a true cultural icon and visionary leader, Mr. H.N. Suresh, with a legacy spanning over 5 decades. Suresh has transformed the cultural and artistic landscape of Karnataka and beyond. He has championed the arts through his work with Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, where he serves as a director. And his incredible dedication has empowered countless young artists, thinkers and writers. As an accomplished painter, he has represented Indian culture internationally with exhibitions from London to New York. He is not only a cultural ambassador but also a celebrated organizer who has brought together artists, intellectuals and audiences through events like the famous Every Friday Cultural Evening. Mr. Suresh's dedication goes beyond the arts. He has touched lives through his social service initiatives, from developing educational resources for underprivileged students to organizing events with major cultural icons. His awards such as the Karnataka Kala Shri and Aryabhata International Award are a testament to his tireless commitment and passion. Join me today as we delve into the journey, philosophy and vision of Mr. H.N. Suresh, a man whose life is truly dedicated to nurturing talent, preserving culture and sparking change. Namaskara. Suresh sir.
Namaste madam, how are you?
I am good.
Good.
And I'm extremely happy today to welcome you to my YouTube channel Spark Igniting Minds or Belakina Kidi. You have been associated with Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, a celebrated institution for culture and education, as a director. How has this post influenced your work and life? And also, can you tell me about the vision and mission of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan?
Thank you for asking me this question.
Yes.
The word Vidya
itself
is a light and delight.
Right.
And everything. There is a word say called Sarveshameva Dananam Vidya Danam Vishishyate. You can do any kind of charity to anybody, any crores. But if you do a charity in terms of Vidya, that is knowledge, that is education,
correct.
There cannot be any better charity than that.
Right, sir.
So that is why if you give education, you may not create a wealth for your children. But if you can create the education, that itself will become wealth sometime later.
That is the greatest wealth for them.
Vision in shaping your own life, plus your own children, your own society, your own country.
Correct.
In terms of the education. If education is there, somehow the life will go smoothly.
Right.
Otherwise, you will not know. You may have money, but you may not know its dangers connected with it.
And since Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan is one of the most ancient institution, I can say. So from then onwards, what were the visions, and has there been any change in that, sir?
No.
Yeah.
There will not be change because it has basic values and traditions are so good. It is a timeless in its appeal. And there is hardly any need for any changes to be done. The very baseline for Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan is Ano Bhadra Kritavo Entu Vishwataha. Let noble thought comes to us from every side.
Yeah.
We don't close our doors, we don't close our windows, everything is kept open. The knowledge may come from any corner of the world.
That's a wonderful philosophy, because
see, this is a line from Rigveda.
Correct.
That means you can date back into the Rigvedic times, how this word has been said at those times.
Right, sir.
And that has been kept as a byline of our Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan.
Right, sir.
Second, There is something in the unique, in the emblem of the Bhavan. Amritantu Vidya. The knowledge is nectar.
It is nectar.
Yeah. There cannot be anything sweeter than the knowledge.
Right.
So that has been incorporated in the logo. When K. Munshi founded Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan 82 years back.
Right, sir.
And from there we have about 385 centers across India and 10 centers abroad. And the whole thing is based on another world called Vasudhaiva Kutumbam. That world is one family. See, these three things are the guidelines for any worker working in Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan. If it is, gets into his mind, he will know what kind of job he has to perform on the ground.
Yeah.
So, world is one family, knowledge is nectar, that noble thought comes to us from every side.
From every side.
So, these three will be the basic, reasons, the essential part of the functioning of the Bhavan. So, from that day, we have schools, colleges, engineering colleges, then botanical gardens, you name anything. Anything under the sun is our subject. A person, a child is even just born is our subject. A person goes to burial ground and beyond is also our subject. The range of the subjects we deal with it is unimaginable. There is no other NGO in this country who deals with this kind of vast subjects.
Right, sir.
So we have a publication division, which perhaps your even grandfathers might have, Bhavan's heard.
Correct.
And that's the one.
And I have been going through that.
Reader's Digest.
Yes.
It was almost came at the same time.
Right.
Even today it's going. It's one of the the fortnightly that gives a enormous knowledge to the both the elders and youngsters and middle-aged groups. And other than that, our book university
Correct.
itself has published thousands of books every year. So it's an ocean of knowledge. You cannot just in a handful take that knowledge. Hardly you may take some few drops. Even that may fall down through your fingers. So the knowledge is so vast. Whatever we are doing is in that ocean is not enough.
I am so happy that you are in this powerful organization. Vast ocean of knowledge. Whatever we take, it is only a drops, as you said. And you come from a family of social work. And how has this been affected, and how have you been carrying this forward, sir?
See, I come from a very middle class family.
Right, sir.
Parents were so involved. Father was Ayurvedic doctor, Dr. Uskun Nayan Rao. Mother was Dr. Lakshmi Devamma. Both have started a hostel, free hostel in a rented house. You can just imagine. They themselves were living in a rented house. They wanted to create a hostel for the poor students to live. We ourselves were in that atmosphere. We have gone up. Later they were able to, with all his friends, he was able to build up another big hostel where we were born. So we were born with the children who were in the hostel for education.
Right, sir.
So naturally the hostel, whatever the rules, we also followed. Possibly parents loved more than the hostel students than us.
Okay.
That kind of atmosphere. That's the background I come from.
Yes, sir.
And I was working.
And you have been carrying that legacy throughout your life. That is really, we have to admire.
I don't know.
Yes,
we are doing our
quality.
duty. See,
Yes, sir.
I have no right to change the objectives of either of the hostel or of any other institution which we are expected to make it grow, take care of it if that is there. Basic principles on which it has been founded, nobody should meddle with it. Nobody has a right to meddle with it.
Right, sir.
If at all you have a capacity, build over it. Don't spoil it. If you can't, get out from that situation.
Right.
See, that's the kind of principle you should have it within yourself to see that everything goes properly.
So you have become a role model, I can say, to the complete society, carrying such kind of philosophies, thoughts and attitudes. That's really amazing, sir. And starting the Youth Writers and Artists Guild in 1972. You must have been very exciting then. So what were your thoughts then, and why did you start this guild at all?
Well, we were a group of friends in schools and colleges and all that.
Right, sir.
So mostly our circle was somebody used to write poetry, somebody used to do the painting, somebody was good in dancing, somebody was good in music. At the same time, during that period of time, the government had the youth services department in the Cantinova Stadium building. They had a number of activities connected with youth, whether it could be youth photography, youth philately, Arabic Society. Like that, they were giving a room for the youngsters to start their activities, and if possible, small amount of financial support also.
Okay.
That was a good scheme at that time. Now you don't see that. So at that time, one of the rooms we had called this Writers and Artists Guild, where all this, whether the writers and artists, they are so integrated.
Yeah, they
See,
are
there is
so
nothing-
intimately bonded, I can say.
It's interdisciplinary approach has to be there.
Right, sir.
Like music is connected with the dance is connected with painting. This multidisciplinary approach can be made stronger if they are all work together.
They work together.
Otherwise, they work independently means somewhere the link is lost.
Right.
See, each art is dependent on the other. Whether it's even writing is an art, it's not something different.
Correct.
Say it's an art of writing, art of painting, dance, music. It's all in one package. So we thought we should conduct exhibitions, we should have concerts, we should have something different. And what was exactly the need of that particular time? So we started growing up. Once we knew that we are no more young,
Yes.
we just allowed the others
So
to
at
continue.
what age was this, sir? 1972 means,
It was all
very young, I think.
very young, that's it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you wouldn't have started our college as a
That's what, from a very young age, you have a great vision for cultural or education, artists, and also
in our
writers.
family it has come. My
It's
sister
come
used to
with
sing.
the family itself.
My brother was a great writer.
Right, sir.
And my sisters used to
Yeah.
do bhajans at home. Every Friday we had something to do.
Yeah, and you are that Friday evenings, 32 years of every Friday cultural evenings. That is an amazing program, and for decades you have carried on with that. And what is your say about it? What are your thoughts about it? And
See, for any artist, for any writer, there has to be a platform to launch.
correct.
So the growth of an artist or a singer or a writer, they have to have some forum. So unless that forum is made available on a regular basis,
Correct.
because number of people who need that kind of support is very big.
Right.
Imagine every year 52 Fridays will come. 52 Fridays into 30 years or 35 years, whatever the number of years it has gone, no count. So that much of platform is provided. Imagine in each Friday.
Every Friday you are doing a
even
cultural
if it is
evening.
5 people get a
Yes.
chance to perform,
Yes.
it is now across thousands.
Yes.
And I don't know them, and they don't know me. It's perfectly all right. It is not that one should know each other.
Correct.
Create a platform. Why it is successful? For simple reason, there is not much money is involved. We give a place to perform. the Kannada Culture Department will give 50% of the whatever the expenses. Then ICCR, that is, they will match the 50%.
Okay.
So that there is no transfer of money from one institution to another institution or anything like that. So that once you take off the financial part, the friendship part will grow. So the money, that one spoils everything. In this case, the money doesn't flow from any institution to other institution, so that the artists get benefited directly. They are the beneficiaries. At the same time, they get an experience. The concert platform is there, so they grow.
So many artists have grown with this.
Audience are not. It's immaterial. The concert experience is different from your class experience. So there's a big difference. When you perform with co-artists, its experience is different. When you sit alone and perform at house or in a class, that experience you don't get it.
Yeah. Naturally, when you provide a platform, the artist's performance is watched by so many other people, and it is a great, for them, it's a great encouragement, I can say.
No, it's all God. Finally, it's a God's grace. It's going on without any hiccups.
Right.
There were a couple of problems. We were able to remove that, provide solutions to that.
Right, sir. Yes. That's wonderful. And you have showcased your artwork in some incredible venues globally also. So what do you want to say about your artwork? How did it start? And it has reached the global platform also. So can you explain your milestones in this journey of artwork?
I don't think there were any stones or milestones. See, naturally there was some, like any other student used to draw.
Okay.
Instead of lessons, draw the pictures in the exercise book.
Okay. That's how it started.
That's how it started. Take French book also, write something and give it.
Okay.
Then formally, the nearby house there was an art school. By then already I had participated in some exhibitions and got some recognitions and things like that. Then formally I had a privilege of being with another great artist by name Dr. R.M. Harapad of the Kent School of Art.
And he is your mentor.
Yes, he is not only the mentor, he was, I followed his footsteps.
Right.
Being, do the experiments and see that you do something different from what others are doing. And the greatest lesson I learned from him is have a courage to say whatever you want to say boldly, in clear terms.
Correct.
That kind of, the encouragement, there's the support, the confidence that they used to build in a student. I think that's a big thing for a student to get it from a master.
That's a great thing, speaking with conviction.
When I had my first show in Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, I don't remember the year, he said, I was a bit scared to exhibit all my oil-colored works.
Yeah.
He said, it's fine, just go ahead, put it. Sir, it's going to be in the media, public domain and all that. Don't worry all about it. You have done it, you put it. I mean, that kind of encouragement had released the confidence. Later, it went on.
Okay.
It is more a hobby.
Okay. That's a wonderful experience, and your mentor has been shaping your personality itself. Not only teaching the art, he has really given something very, very precious.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. So the Bhavan School in Srirampuram, that you have created, it is also for a challenging society, I can say. So how did you even thought of that? And,
I think I had to make some corrections in whatever in your question.
Okay.
First of all, it will be very wrong to say that I started.
Okay.
It is
but your contribution is immense, I can say.
That's my duty.
Yeah.
That's my duty I have performed.
No, but I have been to Bhavan School, and the way the different labs, I can say, or the knowledge tree that you have created, really that inspired
No,
me.
I am the CEO of that school. I
Yeah.
have certain duties to perform towards that school. I have been doing to the best of my ability and things.
Right,
The
sir.
school started
Huh.
with a proposal from BBMP,
Right, sir.
with a minister and a commissioner at that time, the Jairaj and Dinesh Rao, came to our office and said, we have some place in Srirapuram, can you start a school?
Okay.
So we visited the place, it was just horrible, is a compliment if you could say that. We said it is almost impossible to do it, but we can do it on certain conditions.
Right.
Condition one, bring the bulldozer and demolish the structure.
There
Because
was some structure there.
there was some structure which is not worth mentioning,
Right.
which is almost just horrible to even for a human being to live in 5-10 minutes there.
Yeah.
Second, we will give our architect. You should build the school accordingly. Third, possibly more importantly, we will provide these children an education which your BBMP school, whatever that education department has not seen before. That is CBSE curriculum. So we will introduce it, though it is for a lower middle class, and also the poor, economically weaker section of the society. We will provide that. But on another condition, no more your teachers. We don't want your teachers. We will appoint our teachers.
Okay.
We have seen how the schools and the teachers in these schools are operating. If we want to do it, we want to do it with full heart.
Right.
There is no half-hearted approach. That is the case with every program of the Bhavan.
Right.
We don't undertake anything half-heartedly.
Okay.
If we have a confidence, we will do it, however big it is, we will
Right.
take it.
Okay.
Or if it is however small, we will take that. So the approach is the same, formula is the same. If we can do it well, we will take it. If you really, for so many reasons, if you can't handle it, you say thank you and we will do another one. The BPMP school is one such venture which has given very good results.
Correct.
And you will be surprised to know even the police gone on record that the crime rate in that part of the city has come down because of the school.
Oh, that is wonderful. You have transformed lives, I can say.
No,
The way- yes.
because we have played a game there. We have used the children who have been admitted in school as our messenger to their parents. If I tell the parent, look, when you have to come to school with properly dressed and you should not use the foul language, which they are very much used to it, and they may not listen to me.
Yes.
But if their own child tells, Appa, I don't come to school with, not properly dressed, if you say a bad language, I get a bad impression. You should not do that. Then only I will take you to my school. Otherwise, I will not take it.
So through
This is the
students, you
mindset.
have changed the mindset of the parents also.
The parents, so when they come,
Yeah.
they wait for us to, to see us. The way of body language is different. And that is the big change according to us.
Correct.
Just education doesn't mean that. See, there are two kinds of education. One for life and livelihood. The another is for soul refinement.
Correct.
That education is not there in the textbook. That is not the kind of life, the pleasures of
For life and livelihood education, plenty are there. But this kind of education where it touches the soul and evolves.
You need to identify certain life patterns which are useful for the lifetime.
Correct.
That also the schools have a responsibility to give to children. It is not enough if you just get 99.999% marks. You have to make it as a human.
Yeah.
Best. Make it human. The rest of the things will come automatically. That's it.
So every institution has a role to play in even developing the personality of the students. It's not only giving education and scoring 99.9% or something like that. Okay, that has got a bigger role for the institutions to play.
And I should really place it on record. Our Bhavan's managing committee is so committed, so involved, so helpful to see that the finances and other resources that are necessary to run the school are not deprived at all.
So the amount of resources that you have brought to the school, I can say you have approached many companies. And,
I tell you, the people like Rotary, they have provided the furniture.
Yeah.
And the Infosys Foundation has given some funds for the teacher's salary.
Yes, sir.
Then we have Suprajit Foundation, they give the regular thing.
Right.
Then the Volvo which adopts the school, we have a scheme to adopt a child for their education.
Okay.
And labor, there's another, see, and micro labs. I can keep on saying that.
Okay. So that's
see, that's one message is, good cause will never suffer for the want of money.
Yes.
If you have a cause, if it is good, if it is not with selfishness, the
So
God
many
will find
companies
you.
have come forward. That is
They
really,
will walk in.
Yes.
They will walk in.
Yes. So my next question to you is, sir, you have collaborated with a very huge institution called Infosys and have been conducting a lot of cultural programs throughout the country, and conducting such big programs is not a small feat, I can say. And how do you manage conducting in such a huge scale? And how do you coordinate and bring, and you have shown a great leadership in that, I can say.
No, all credit goes to my team.
Yeah.
And also my counterparts in other parts of the country.
Yeah.
Whenever we do some big MOUs with different companies to undertake some tasks, at the back of it I have a confidence that my colleagues will never let down.
Right.
And our head office is always supportive to our whatever the proposal we make.
Okay.
Unless these three, come together, aligned well, the people with whom I approach, they should have a confidence. Yes, this man, if you give it to this or this organization, we will be, our successful. And also our money is safe in their hands. Second, the head office, which gives me an authority to undertake such MOUs. They should have a confidence, yes, Bangalore will do it. The third, the artists, the other branches of the Bhavan, they will have, yes, if a letter comes from Bangalore, it means something serious.
Okay.
Nothing to be taken lightly.
Right.
They have committed certain things. It's our responsibility also. As a Bhavan, as one unit, we have to discharge that thing. So that networking is so good. So we are able to operate from here to the different states in India and also abroad. It's
abroad also. Different parts of the world, like we can say.
To the India.
Yes.
And luckily the institution, it's a 25 years of relationship. It has crossed at 25 years. It has started with a small little like spring. Now it has become eternal. It's a big banyan tree.
Right.
So, as long as God willing, this relationship will continue to grow. And of course, Bhavan is known for its selfless, work.
From the very beginning,
we have no personal agendas. If our agreement with such people is going to help thousands of artists and their livelihood, whether it's writer or not, we have a book university, did mention. About 2,500 titles, more than that has brought out.
Okay.
How many readers have been benefited? How many authors have been benefited? You are into the publication division. You yourself is a writer. You know what satisfaction it gives for a writer.
Yes.
When a publication division like Bhavan publishes it, it has a brand value.
Correct.
It's a brand image. That if Bhavan publishes it, means it's an additional mileage the author gets it.
Right, sir.
So these are the advantages. Because over the years, the goodwill has been built up by so many hundred people. And very
And the
distinguished
way
people.
you are carrying forward is amazing, I can say, because under your leadership, the whole India and even and the other parts of the world, if you can arrange a cultural program sitting in Bangalore, that is something very, very amazing, and way of organization skills
you know that
you have. And
this country, if at all, it has to be proud of. It is its diverse culture.
culture, yes.
Absolutely diverse.
Yes.
That diversity is the one which we have to celebrate.
And that diversity, you are uniting it.
There is unity in diversity
yes.
again.
Yes.
But because of its diversity, it is so interesting.
Yes.
Otherwise, it becomes so monotonous.
Right.
It will not have any, variety in it.
Yes.
This country, something extraordinary if you compare to any cultures of the rest of the India. It is something wonderful.
Yes.
Had a occasion to visit many countries also.
But nowhere you can find this diversified, whether
The
in the
language-
festivals, whether in the language, whether in the tradition, cuisine, everything is so diverse.
We are
Yes.
fortunate. We are
Yes.
born in this part of the country, in
Yes.
this land, where it is so rich.
Yes.
It's a language.
Rich in culture from the Vedic period, I can say it is. The kind of culture is
even today, every 250 kilometers, the culture changes in this country.
Yes.
The way of life, the way of people living.
The language also, the
Everything.
dialect also, everything
Language,
changes.
dress, food.
Correct.
You take any part of the human activity,
Right, sir.
it changes.
Yes.
That's the beauty.
Yes, that's the beauty of India,
Yes,
and
yes.
that you have been portraying into the world. That is beauty of Suresh sir. Okay, so when coming to in your Ashtadikpalakas, what you have created series, you blend Indian with modern tradition. So, what do you want to say, and what was in your mind when you have created such an art piece?
No, actually, for example, from your childhood, you have been going to many temples, I am sure.
Correct.
And every temple has a sort of a navagrahas.
Right.
The deities for each of the planetary system. See, basically I have taken a theme like time and space. The time cycle is always written by the seasons.
Okay.
That's called it a Rutu Chakra.
Rutu Chakra.
They have done a series of works on the Rashi Mandala. Every Rashi has a different timing. So that with regard to the time. As regard to the space, these planetary systems, they define certain, you know that how the solar system works is different places. And in the earth, we have classified certain, that is, for example, for each of the directions,
Right, sir.
they have direction for a deity they have
Yeah.
fixed in the ancient texts.
Yeah, for each direction we have a deity.
Where is Agni, Vayu.
Agni Mula, we say all that.
See,
Yes.
why they have, you can see, we talk about God all the time.
Correct.
Have you have seen? Nobody has seen. How you can say? You can see in your own work in the first place. Secondly, you can feel the fire. You can feel the water.
You can feel power.
You can feel the air.
Okay. All
You
these.
see, all these
Panchabhutas.
Panchabhutas you have, that itself is the basic concept to understand the God.
Right.
Suppose there is no air, what you are going to? Suppose there is no water, what is going to? Have you
no
created any of these things?
Huh.
No.
No. Huh?
No. Can any scientist can create?
Nothing. Nobody.
Nobody can.
Yes.
There are certain things beyond science that you have to basically understand, and we have to know that. Can you know the bulb is giving light, but can you see the electricity in it?
No.
Which part of it is the electricity?
We can only feel God.
You can feel the God.
But we don't know
It's an experience.
where
How
it's
you
an
take
experience. That's it.
So for each of these directions, there are sort of work is divided.
Correct.
Say Purva, Paschima, Uttara, Dakshina, Northeast, Southeast. All this, there's a
Ishanya.
0 to 360 degrees. There are identified, the imaginary, if you want to call say so, or there are certain people who takes the charge to rule. And like you have the ministries, the food ministry and the railway ministry, each of the jobs have been given for 25. So directions have been assigned. For example, Ishwar is the northeast, the goddess. It's his business to look after that. Like that, each goddess have been assigned to do certain thing. This is in the old Indian concept. It's all there in our mantras.
Okay.
Wherever you even put your Kalsha Puja, it is the expression of the Panchabhuta.
Okay.
See, you have seen how Kalash is a very easy
Kalash
example
is,
for you to understand. There's
The vessel.
and there's a water inside. You put a mango leaves and you put a coconut on the top of it. You put a little rice. The wherever the pot touches the ground, it is earth. The inside there is a water, there is a jala. The mango leaves is supposed to represent Agni, the way the flames. And the coconut tree, there is inside there is a lot of air is consolidated.
Okay.
See, there is a Vayu. And that whatever the top of the coconut towards the sky directs the sky, all the fire is there. If you understand, when you do a Kalcha Puja, you are worshipping the 5 elements of nature.
Right.
That is the, these are the Panchabhutas you are worshipping. Otherwise, if you don't understand the concept of a Kalasha, why it is there, what is the meaning behind it, you will only end up with a formal, prokshana of a mango tree to all people, put God, put Dakshina and be done with.
Nobody knows this concept,
No,
sir.
they have to know.
Yes.
If you know really what you are doing, you will be able to understand things better and you become one with the worship.
Right.
Otherwise,
without knowing, we just know we have to keep a kalash in front of God.
Yes.
And without knowing what it is, what we are doing, we are doing so many things.
See, there are certain people.
Yes.
A simple thing. When
Right.
you go to temple, you take Aarti.
Aarti.
Some people take like this.
Yes.
It is wrong. When you do like this, your hands, the hand gesture says that you are doing an Ashirvadam for the Arati that was performed for the God.
Okay. Then
You are supposed to take only like this.
Okay, one hand and the
In
other
one
hand you should keep it
that
like
is
this.
the way it is. You are taking the Ashirvad of an Arati. You are not who over here to bless the
So
Arati.
we are taking power from Arati and we are not giving any Ashirvad to anybody there.
No, to Arati.
Yes.
Small things.
Yes.
But
Wonderful.
unfortunately, the knowledge system,
Wonderful.
Indian
We
knowledge
don't know all
system has
this
not
knowledge.
gone to this.
Yes. That's a wonderful concept that you explained both about the Kalasha and the Arati. Really, I mean, now I think people will know why Kalasha is kept like that and how to take Arati. In this bhavans and also at Mysore, you have created murals. And they're really stunning, I can say, the way you have created and the colors that you have used, and aesthetic appearance or the divine feeling that we get when we see that is amazing, sir. You spoke about the nakshatra mandalas. You have assigned a deity to it. You have assigned a color to it. You have assigned something else also to the dhanya also to it. and a shloka also to it. So
See, basically,
yeah.
it is like this.
Ah.
These informations are already available in our texts. When I do any work connected with painting, I don't want to be a sort of, so it has to be an educative in some form or the other. So it would be wrong to say that I have created, I have amalgamated the whole information and put it in the visual format. That's all my work. I think I should give credit to myself only to that extent.
Oh, that is your humbleness and greatness also, I can
So
say.
each the color, the stones, whether the dhanyas, the grains, attributed to each. For example, moon, they show it as a rice. When they do even the puja of Navagraha, they will try to bring the red, dal to show the Mars. Each color
Mars
of
itself is red in color.
Red.
Yes,
So that's how the whole thing. Even
Okay.
see, it will be interesting for you to know most of these colors, and it coincides with what science tell you today. Mars is red in the science. Mars is red in the Jyotisha Shastra.
yes. So there's a lot of correlation between the science and our Jyotish Shastra also.
In the ancient astrophysics,
Yes.
astrology and astronomy were not two different subjects. It was
Okay.
one and the same.
Okay.
The only later over the periods, because of some differences between the astrologers and this thing, and astrologers used the science of astrology for their own personal benefits, then the division
Now the
started.
science has taken only astronomy,
Yes,
and astrology is
Astrology is
I
still
mean,
there as
ignored
a
actually.
astrology is still there as a science.
only in
But
Bharat. I
as
think.
long as when you use it properly, there are certain very valuable information is there in astrology.
Right, sir.
Astrology is not a bogus issue. It is a science. It has something to convey. It has something to predict. But it has, whenever the prediction takes place, it depends on the person who practices that thing.
Right.
It requires a divine intervention in the person who says this prediction. Then only it works correct.
Correct.
If it is his personality is connected only with cheating somebody or collecting the money, it doesn't work. Astrology has got its own principles, built-in principles.
Because
to give
astrologers
the
became
correct
selfish,
picture.
we
Yes.
lost that.
Yes,
Actually.
that
Yeah.
unfortunately, but still it is not completely off. Some of
That is
the-
also a science. Complete.
It is an absolute science. I try to bring both these systems of knowledge together in the work, so that we can tell what is constellation. How
So
does
the
it?
whole cosmos you have explained there, brought in your painting. In such a small painting, you have brought the whole cosmos, I can
No,
say.
it's all
Wonderful,
God's
sir.
grace.
Wonderful. Then, so in this digital world, okay, we are going a lot of advancement in digitization and all this. So where does our traditional system find a place in this digital world?
See, one thing is one
how
has to
relevant it
realize.
is.
One has to realize the knowledge or the digital system is a part of the changing world. Is like a flowing river. Nobody can stop it.
Right.
Every generation has got its own contribution to that flowing river.
Okay.
Our old generation must have contributed certain things. The present generation is also contributing in a different, for example, take artificial intelligence. It's a great contribution of this generation. And God knows what is going to come. Next generation may overtake all these technologies.
Yes.
So
We
nobody,
may have
no one,
driverless cars
no
and all
classical
those.
art, no other lifestyle, anything has to gel themselves with the changing society.
Yes.
The change is the rule of nature.
Yes.
You
Change is
cannot
constant.
change the. You have to take off your mindset, the whole classical thing is gone, that one is gone. You adopt yourself.
You
The
have to
river just
actually
flows.
integrate all that and then take
You
your
have
life
to
forward.
you have to come out with your own solution, if at all it is called as a problem to you.
Okay.
You have to see that all this classical, you have to explain why you are doing what you are doing. Take contemporary issues. Use your own traditional form. Nobody asked you to sacrifice your traditional system. But you have to take the advantage of technologies in today's world along with you. If you are not in the race, you are out. And changing times is a nature's law.
We have to go with the changing.
And God knows all these
Like a
technologies, all this will become a redundant in
Right.
another 10 years.
Huh.
God knows from where things would work.
We never know the future. It may go in a
You
very...
didn't know that the air taxis will fly from airport to Electronic City in 7 minutes these days. You didn't know, but it has come.
Yeah. It's
So-
actually a wonder, sir.
So I don't think classical people should be worried something is lost, something is said. In a way, the advantage of technology should be taken to the consideration and how we could spread.
Our traditional
Our
values
traditional-
through these modern
Yes, and
technology.
we see
is
there's a great
must.
responsibility also on the part of the teachers today to see that, to convince how exactly we will be able to take these technologies to our advantage
Correct.
and see that it goes.
Wonderful, sir. Because I have been interviewing so many people when I have asked whether artificial intelligence is a bane or a boon. When usually the people with literary background, they say it is a bane because we are losing all our creativity when artificial intelligence itself can create.
See, the
beautiful-
word
Yes.
artificial itself remains as artificial,
Correct.
but you are a original. You are not an artificial.
Yeah. It's
So
a very
you keep
great
your
message I can say to the
Yeah,
audience.
that's it.
And you have been an art critic in Indian Express and have shared insight on Doordarshan also. So, what do you want to say about that?
No, it's a part of the journey. Maybe
so, in your
something
journey,
more to-
how did you feel? What
something.
was your
The people
experience?
used to write about me. I thought, why not I write about others?
Okay.
It is as simple as that.
Okay.
And when visual media comes to a great end, there are certain subjects which I really wanted to work on that, like Ratha Shilpa. The chariot itself has a science. How the base should be there, what should be the middle part, what should be the upper part. And there's a meaning for each of these things. Wanted to do a documentary on that. There's a dancing couple.
Can
over
you
there.
briefly say about that Ratha Shilpa? What?
No, it is Ratha Shilpa is nothing like that. They have a Divya Ratha. Like that, that goes in there.
Okay.
ಇಂದ್ರಿಯಗಳೇ ಕುದುರೆ
Huh?
ಇಂದ್ರಿಯಗಳೇ ಕುದುರೆ ಜೀವಾತ್ಮ ಸಾರಥಿ
Okay, okay.
ಆಯ್ತಾ
Ah.
ರಥದ್ದು
The human being itself is compared to a ratha.
So there are different kinds of ratha, right from the 3-wheel children will take it
Tricycle.
and to the biggest like Jagannath Puri. Ratha, how these technologies have been involved. The movement of life and relation with self.
That is the significance of all these Ratha Yatras and all
Absolutely,
that.
absolutely. You have to move. The God is with you. Move. Pull
Yeah.
Pull the chariot.
Right. You have been associated with many great personalities. So whatever you do, all these functions, so every day is a celebration for you, I can say. So how do you manage these big events, and what is the secret behind that?
There is absolutely, there is no secret, is the secret there.
Okay.
See, it's fortunately, I come across to meet all these celebrities, great people. The exchange of knowledge. See, there's you also know that Kelavam Ballavarinda Kaltu, Kelavam Sugnadin Nodatu. Like that. There are many ways of learning things. The meeting people, we learn many things.
And we should be very grateful that you are put into such a situation where you always meet great people.
All that it's not me, it's not this situation, it's not this. As long as you keep your mind open to receive things.
Correct.
And you have no preconceived ideas or notions. You are bound to get the different kind of knowledge from different sources.
Right.
If you shut your ideas, brain out, you will completely like Kupamanduka. It has got to understand.
So you have to open.
You have
open
to,
all
you have
your
to be clear.
sense organs.
The morning when you get
as
up,
you said, knowledge comes from everywhere.
when in morning you get up,
Yeah.
go open mind. When I say that, it doesn't mean blank mind. There's a difference between a blank mind and an open mind.
But according to meditation, it should be the mind should be blank or
No, it has to be open.
it has to be open.
Open to receive certain energies,
Right.
certain knowledges.
Okay.
It has got to be so. Otherwise, you will not grow. Directly or indirectly, every day is a lesson. Every day is an experience. Every the moment, see, there is always what is yours, for example. The body is not yours. Your parents gave you that. So
Only
it's
the
not-
soul is mine. I
It is
think.
not yours. No, I'll come to that.
Okay.
The house you have built in to live, you may say it's in my name. It is registered in my name. It's my name.
No.
I have so many shops. I have all my FDs. That is also not yours. It's someone else. That is, you are in the custody of it. Then what is exactly yours? It is your time. Your time between the time that you have born and by the time you have got die. In between you have certain choices. You have certain time. That's the only yours. That's how you actually make use of it. Is the one which belongs to you totally.
That's a wonderful philosophy. From birth to death, there is a C. B to D, there is a C. That's
Absolutely.
What
That's
very
a, see,
nice.
you have to. That is yours. What is yours is that's all yours.
How do you
the rest
spend
is
the
all
time?
not yours. You are not going to carry anything when you die.
Correct.
You will only carry yourself.
The Bhagavad Gita itself says, whatever you have got it from here after your birth. So leave it here and then.
See, that's all.
Yes.
All scriptures, all that is there. That is important. Yes.
Your Navagraha Mandala was showcased in US too. What is that which has taken it abroad also, and so many people were fascinated to that
No,
creation.
it's a tough subject to deal with it, basically.
Yes.
See, the 9 planetary systems we have in the universe has to be captured. Captured in the terms of science, in terms of astronomy, in terms of astrology, in terms of our belief and customs, everything. And from our childhood, my mother used to say that when we were small, to go to Navagraha temple, go around 9 times and
you will have to
put
go.
that yellow we that kind. We
That
were
yellow
doing,
diya
but
we
we really
like that.
didn't know what we are doing. Then suddenly, you see, each goddess there is one is facing the other in different directions. Why that particular direction? Why it can't be in the straight line?
Yeah, why that? Why
And
that, sir?
Surya is there opposite to him, the other person. The father and son itself, they are against each other.
Okay.
See, that kind of some peculiar things wanted me little go into that, and actually there's every graha has a Gayatri mantra in it.
Every graha
Every
has a
graha has got it. And in the meantime, the Dikshitas, Navagraha Kritis also came as very handy for the
Muthuswami
things.
Dikshitas,
Yeah. I've used that as a
Medakathas.
background for the...
And that is also your, what is that? Chanting? No, what is
Yes.
your book called, sir? The singing portraits.
Yeah.
Or whatever, the amalgamation of music into your painting. That's a wonderful concept. I really admire that. Beautiful.
I get all these cracky ideas. I do that.
Now, recently you have been collaborating with the Jain colleges also, and this is a new venture. You are getting into training or bringing up new entrepreneurs. So, what is your thoughts about it?
Again, is the need of the time.
Yes.
Today, the education and the practical living has no connection with each other.
Right.
You may become anything in the education field, but it may not, for your living, you should have some enterprise with you to see that you get your basic needs. You need to start some entrepreneurship for the youngsters. But somebody should back up that. On their own they can't do it. They need money to start. They need ideas, what can be done. They need some guidance how to go in that road. See, our education system is in the crossroads. The people who completed they don't know which side they have to go. All the time they look at the different direction where to go, which is the best way to do. Someone to hold hands and guide them to an extent possible.
And also it will improve the economy of India also.
See, first of all, basic problem with this, the vast populated, India is the topmost populated country in the world today.
Correct.
Even we have beat China.
We have beat China, is it? Okay.
So ultimately, unless you provide good jobs, or jobs at least, if not good, you will be creating the problem to your own society, because the human mind is such that for survival they do anything. You shouldn't allow that anything should happen. It's a serious responsibility on the society and the governments to see that the people who are completed
build a roadmap for their
guide them, support them, support them.
Yes.
Basically, all human beings are good. I don't see a bad man unless he is made bad.
It's only the circumstances which
Not
make
only circumstances, it is the way that we have treated this society.
And also what's in the mindset. You have
to have somebody to help you. That a small step we have taken into the things.
That's a wonderful, like as you said, you have to be updated and go with the flow, be a river, and all these advancements. Like entrepreneurship is something very, very new, and supporting that is such a great thing, because
you have to, it is your moral responsibility.
It is a moral responsibility.
It's not good if you are happy to yourself. Say how much you can have it, you have it. But the rest of the things, you give it. There's a pleasure in giving. That's why they say,
Vidya, the pleasure in giving is more than what happiness.
We started talking with Vidya, education.
Correct.
What that education gives. Vidya, dadati, vinayam. Dadati, patrutva. Patrutva, dharmapnoti. Dharmam, tata sukham. When you will be happy, when you make charity of what extra you have got, you have no right to keep your extra things. It's not yours.
Even the knowledge has to be.
Not only knowledge, even the money, any wealth, everything.
Everything has to be given away.
Anything you have kept excess than what you need is a criminal activity. You have to pass it on to the needy. That then only you will be happy. Otherwise, you will not be happy, because you will be all the time worried about how to protect your hugely accumulated wealth. 24/7, you are only worried about how can you enjoy life.
Yes.
Unless somebody keeps and make a right and go to jail, face that. Do you need all this? No.
Not required.
What you need basically?
Basically happiness.
No, you need 6x4 bed to sleep happily. Whatever the rotis that you could put. Then to move around little vehicle. Then what else if you want to enjoy in quotes. Keep that money also for that.
Okay.
What else more you need?
Nothing else. That
And
is the
suppose you
ultimate happiness
start
that you
keeping your hard-earned wealth for your grandchildren or great-grandchildren, they will not be
They'll
used
not
to
even
work.
acknowledge their parents.
Let
that,
alone the acknowledgement.
Yes.
They will not work.
Yes.
And they will not know the hardship, how to
Correct.
work and earn. The parents should never keep, let them give the education to your children as much. Make children as a wealth, not wealth as a wealth for your children. Should
That's what
never
they
do.
say, don't give the fish to eat, teach them fishing. So that is how we have to bring in our children, I think.
It's important that we have to do something.
And this is a great message, sir, because so many people are accumulating wealth, hoarding wealth. It's
See,
not
unfortunately,
necessary.
that's why there's a misconcept.
Yes.
See, that means they have not understood the basic, what this all life about.
Yes.
It doesn't need a big philosophy or something religious teacher to come and teach you. It is a basic human understanding.
So you have shared a lot of philosophies of life, like how you are leading your life. If there is anything more about your personal or professional philosophies that you would like to share.
See, there is nothing that God has been more than kind to me.
Right.
I got more than what I deserved in life.
Right.
So I lead a complete, satisfaction of having. First of all, I don't owe anything to anybody. For God, till God has, I have not stood on anybody's door for my survival. And I am happy the way I am. I have a very good friend circle who always keep me busy,
Correct.
who always keep me happy.
Right.
And I share everything, whether good or bad, whatever it is there.
Right.
I don't have big ambitions. And it won't happen also. I know my limits. So there's no point in thinking about something which you can't really achieve.
Like professional ethics that you follow, like I have seen you are very, very dedicated and you will not waste even a single minute. So those kind of professional philosophies, if you want to share, the work ethics.
See, one thing.
We have to learn a lot from you.
You see, time is running out.
Huh.
The 1 hour which I spent with you will not come back again.
Yes.
So, like that, the time is flowing fast. Make use of it as much as possible.
Right.
If you don't make use of the time, time will not wait for you. And whenever an opportunity is there, make best possible, utilization of that for the larger benefit of the society. If I could spend whatever the money I have got talking to somebody with that time, if 4 more people can be benefited, better use that time for that purpose.
That's wonderful. And can you share any of your challenges, whatever you felt that was a great challenge to me and I overcome it? So can you share any story like that?
Life has been very smooth sailing for me because my education was not a pressure. My parents never put pressure on me.
Right.
Wherever I had done my job, absolutely there was no pressure.
Okay.
They have allowed me to create my own, the kind of system around me.
So it was all pleasure working. There was
Absolutely.
All challenges.
The moment I feel that there is no more pleasure in that, I am not there. That's all.
Yes.
That's how it is. So let's be useful as possible. There's nothing like it. That's it.
And it was wonderful speaking to you, sir. Thank you
very
much
and I know the Spark
your
is doing
time to Spark Igniting Minds.
I know
and
Spark
the way
is
you
doing.
have shared your insights, experiences, your plans, your vision, and the philosophies is really, I mean, everybody has to take you as a role model and follow most of the things that you do.
No, I really don't know. First of all, I thank you for this Spark and you for asking me to share some time with you.
Right.
You are being a good job, great job. You are introducing many people of different fields to different of your own section. Good that you have engaged. That's what, when I go back, your time, you are using it well.
Right.
In your own, the best possible way you think, right. Keep it up.
Right.
It's good. God bless you.
Thank you so much, sir. Your blessings.